So to move forward to the next question, can you please take me through a day of your internship period and tell me what domain you are working on mainly?
Okay, I worked in the process design domain of Technip Energies.
What advice would you give to junior like me and all the people who are watching here if I want to get into Technip or other companies major?
As I said earlier, you got to be strong with your basic core subjects of.
What about the environment? Can you please tell me about the environment that was in Technip Energies and how the employees work helped you out or the colleagues you met them?
Well, speaking of the employees, most of the people working here are our seniors, 2018 pass outs, 2020 pass outs.
Hello everyone, this is Abhijit Vignesh from Guindy Times, the official magazine club of ACT, CEG and SAP. And this is in another episode of Intern Diaries 8th edition. And today we have Mr. Varun Prasath here, so let's interview him. Hello Anna.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself?
I am Varun Prasath from the Department of Chemical Engineering, currently pursuing my 4th year in Alagappa College of Technology. I did my internship at Technip Energies located in Maduvankarai, Chennai.
Wow, that's really amazing. And can you please tell me about the selection process that held for Technip Energies?
Okay, with regard to the internship, they put this information out through your placement reps. I got this internship through CUIC, a Center for University Industry Collaboration. The selection process consisted of 3 rounds. Firstly, there was a technical test held, and then it was followed by a technical interview round, followed by a HR round, and each level people were shortlisted, and the shortlisted people moved on to the next level.
Wow, that's really amazing, guys. Now, to move more upon, what were some of the soft skills that were required for the interview processes and throughout the interview period?
For the interview, the feedback I received the most was you got to be bold. Whether the answer is correct or not, the interviewers expect you to be bold with your answer. That is what I received as a feedback. And more on the technical side, you got to be strong in your foundation, the basics of the subject as well.
Yeah, that's nice. All the third years and second years, please take after this. So to move forward to the next question, can you please take me through a day of your internship period and tell me what domain you are working on mainly?
Okay, I worked in the process design domain of Technip Energies. My day consisted of a typical 8.5 hours work day. I can check in at any time before 10 a.m. and from the time of checking in, I got to work 8.5 hours. People are flexible about the timings as far as interns are considered. That pretty much sums up my work day at Technip.
Oh, that's really nice. To work in any time you click in every time you want. That's pretty cool. What about the environment? Can you please tell me about the environment that was in Technip Energies and how the employees work helped you out or the colleagues you met them?
Well, speaking of the employees, most of the people working here are our seniors, 2018 pass outs, 2020 pass outs. So they embraced me as their junior, and they were open to guiding me on even the smallest of things, which were not always technical, with regard to how to navigate with the files in the company, how to access files in the company, how to apply for things at the company. These were the things which you do not need technical knowledge, but you need someone to guide us there. My seniors there were kind enough to help me, and they were kind enough to guide me at every point of time.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Can you tell about if you did any projects in there or what the work you completed together?
My work consisted of analyzing the depressurization in the one of the projects Technip handles. That is done with a software called Aspen ISIS. Most of the chemical engineers might be aware of that. My work pretty much involved performing depressurization simulations for multiple systems within the same plant. That was final output of my work was to compare the HISIS results with the in-house software results of Technip, and to provide the conservativity of the results between HISIS and Technip software results.
Yeah, that's great. Now moving on to the next question. From what you have studied past the 4 years of chemical engineering, how was it compared to what you're doing in the Technip Energies company? Was it different, and did your mind change in some concepts of the chemical engineering? Can you please explain about that?
Okay, they expect us to be strong in thermodynamics and quite a few basic core subjects like fluid mechanics and heat transfer. As I said earlier, being strong in your foundation with the basic core subjects is very important, because the work there, running simulations might be monotonous, and you can get used to this, and it might be easy to reproduce that work. But with regard to the knowledge and technical background behind the work, you got to understand, and that is imperative in order to understand the process truly.
Yeah, that's really great, to be honest. Can you also please tell me the duration of your internship period, maybe?
I interned for around 6 weeks, starting from June. That was my period of internship.
That's great. And moving on to another part of the interview, what advice would you give to junior like me and all the people who are watching here, if I want to get into Technip or other companies majorly?
As I said earlier, you got to be strong with your basic core subjects of fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, and heat transfer. Mass transfer comes along in late third year, starting of the third year only. So they let you off the hook with regard to mass transfer concepts. But with regard to these basic concepts, they expect you to be very well versed with these subjects.
Yeah. Is there any particular time that we should start preparing for internships? And another question to lead up on that is, if Technip comes again and picks you out, would you be willing to go there?
With regard to the first question, if you had studied those subjects well versed, true to yourself, during the period of your course, additional time might not be needed to. You need not allow additional time for the internship alone, and I would be open to getting an offer in Technip, because it is a great place to work at, and there is a lot of scope to grow in a career revolving around Technip itself. So I will be open to work in Technip as well.
Yeah, that's great. And to finish off my question, I just want to give a fun one. How was the moment when you received the news you got selected into Technip? Because I'm sure that everyone in the campus are second years, including me. I wanted to get into Technip it's my childhood thing to get into Technip and stuff. But I'm asking you, how did it feel to get into Technip, the information you got?
Okay, the technical test was held on a different day, and morning 10, around 10:30, the technical interview started for me, and it went on around for 30 minutes or so. And I felt I had lacked pretty well in some of the basic concepts, and I fumbled in key areas. I had a feeling of like I came out of the interview room with some regret. Yeah. But around 4:30, when they let me know that I was selected, I was actually elated, and but I was instructed not to share this news until the official things comes out. So with regard to that, I was completely elated, and I called up my mom and informed her. So that was pretty much it. Hard day's work, and it culminated in some joy.
ஒழுங்கா பரமா படின்னு சொல்கிறீங்க. அப்போ படிப்போம், நான் கண்டிப்பாக படிப்போம். Okay. So that's all, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you on another episode of Intern Diaries, 8th edition. Bye.